Yo, this is Eternal Plays! Pokemon, let's go! Eevee! Alright, so the Cubone lost his mother apparently. Looking for his mother. Team Rocket abducted it and now head to west to Celadon City, where we're gonna go after. So let's go into route number 8. And of course route 8 is filled with trainers. What a cute round and fluffy Pokemon! I don't know, Jigglypuff perhaps? We'll see. Beauty Aubrey with one Pokemon, that will be Clefairy! Yeah, of course that was one of those that works. It's cute and round and fluffy. I mean, I haven't really hugged one, so it's hard to say if it's fluffy, but it looks fluffy-ish, perhaps. Anyway, we will start first with Takedown. When you travel to Route 8 to Celadon City, you might as well also try to work a bit on something that fights against grass types. Meronome using Scratch. That was actually lucky for me. So Clefairy uses a Meronome, which is an ability that can use any random move that exists in the game. So if you're lucky, you can use like a super powerful move like Hyper Beam, perhaps, or use a Scratch, or even worse, Splash. I actually seen that before as well. If you're using Splash by Metronome, that must be super low down in your career. Charmeleon level 20, that's great because Charmeleon will be important in the gym. He is a fire type. Fire types are strong against grass, not only because they deal super effective damage, but also because they take reduced damage from grass attacks. So this is a great one. Fury Swipes is 18 accuracy and hits 2 to 5 times. In my opinion, you should replace Scratch, because as long as First Swipe hits 3 times or more, it will always deal more damage than Scratch. So it's not bad. Stop! Why? Oh, did your Clefairy just get beaten? I'm sorry. I read that Clefairy was exposed to a Moonstone. Rather than a Pokemon Journal, I wonder if it's true. It is completely 100% accurate. So as you chop down here, you can go to the grass if you want to capture some Pokemon. Or maybe you just want to skip those trainers. Doesn't really matter to me, it's up to you. Of course there's a trainer here as well. We have, like, for example, a Rattata that shows up here. And this is important. Firestone. With the Firestone, we can evolve Pokemon like Vulpix and Growlithe to become Ninetales and Arcanine. However, you might think, well, I have an Eevee as well. The problem, if you use it on Eevee, he doesn't seem to like it. Yeah. You are unable to evolve your starting Pokemon, no matter if you want to have a Flareon, Jolteon, or Vaporeon. It doesn't matter. They are not able to be evolved. So, if you want to get those Pokemon, I'm very sorry to say, but you have to get yourself another Eevee. And Jigglypuff. As you can see, it's very light, it likes to bounce around, and I missed my Pokeball. That's just bad. Oh, that was a way long throw. There we go. Jigglypuff looks cute, but just make sure it keeps his mouth shut, because if it likes to sing, well, I'm warning you, but you won't like it, because you will feel drowsy and fall asleep. 1, a 2, and a 3, and Jigglypuff is captured. Great for us. You got yourself a Jigglypuff. That's a low XP, but we already had it from before, that's why. Still Eevee goes up to level 29. Almost in the 30s, that's really great. And I can see Ivysaur, Charmeleon, and Wartortle is still a bit behind, only because they were only joined us a few episodes ago. This Jigglypuff was a bit bigger than the usual ones, but yeah. And here comes a Rattata as well. This one is a bit of a small little Rattata, tiny one. There we go. So we can get in our first throw. 1, 2. Wow! Rattata goes out of a Great Ball. That's pretty rare to see that Pokemon like that goes away. Again, this Rattata is a tough cookie. It's pretty high level 27, which is almost as high as my own Pokemon, so probably why it's a bit hard to capture. But we got it eventually, though. Another Rattata on our team. which of course you can raise and keep up, or if maybe you feel like, nah, I want to get myself a Alola Rattata, then you can go ahead and trade one. Remember, you can trade as many as you want. This is basically where you get Alolan Pokemon. No stats about this one, because it's nothing bigger or smaller than we had from before. We can chop down this tree as well. So we can continue our advancement here in Route 8. We go up here, there's an item. And we can then X-Speed. X-Speed increases your speed by 1 stage in a battle. You should be informed. You need a strategy to win at this. Of course you need a strategy to win in Pokemon battle. That's why it's called a battle. Battle always requires strategy. Not always you can just run straight forward, right? Rocker Glen sends out Jolteon. Speaking of which, here comes an Eevee evolutional Pokemon. So Jolteon is the evolved form of Eevee when used a Thunderstone. So this is where Eevee becomes electric. And it has a very high speed. So Jolteon is pretty quick. Plus also knows some bug moves. Pin Missile, which is a multi-hitting bug move, which was basically the only great damaging move in Generation 1 before we got X-Scissor and all other moves like Mega Horn in later games. So yeah, this is interesting. Jolteon is certainly not one you should take lightly. Thunder Wave on Eevee, it means Eevee will be paralyzed, which is a bit unfortunate. Water Bubble to recover some health. It recovers great, but not enough to KO it though. They recovered about 18 energy, so I'm fine with that. Let's do it one more time. Jolteon with another Pin Missile onto Eevee, hitting once, twice, only twice. That's good for us. But Eevee is not able to move; it's paralyzed, and therefore the turn goes off, and we have to do another round of fighting. Double kick this time. It's super effective. This is a fighting move, but Jolteon doesn't do that much damage to Eevee because Jolteon is not a fighting type, so Jolteon does not get the extra bonus for being the same type as the move. Recovers slightly a bit more from that one, and Jolteon goes down. So apparently the pre-evolutional form beat the evolutional form. And again, my Eevee is a bit stronger than usual. It's not logical! Well, yeah, as I just said, Eevee beating in a Jolteon is probably seen as a bit of a weird thing, but that can happen. Let's go and recover our Eevee with a Paralyze Seal. And use our last Super Potion now onto Eevee. I need to buy some more. We'll do that when we get to Celadon City. Let's see that item we should get as well. Let's go around. Let's ignore those two ladies here. Hey, well, did you find something, Pikachu? A golden peanut berry, which is very nice. This makes my life a lot easier when it comes to capturing Pokemon. Get yourself a big mushroom, which is really good because it can sell for a good amount of money, but certain people might actually want to spend even more money for it than others, so probably should try to look at it, find what you can do about it. School is fun, but so are Pokemon. Huh, that's a weird thing. I only hear a lot of people say school is fun, but perhaps. Super Nerd Leslie. He has one Pokemon, that will be Magnemite. So Magnemite is interesting because in Generation 1 Magnemite was just electric type. But since Generation 2 Magnemite has now received a steel type. That makes it a steel and electric dual type. That actually means that Magnemite has a 4-time weakness to ground. But it's also weak to fire now because it's a steel type. So I'll hit it with a assisted slide. Thunderbolt from Magnemite, this will hurt. Not too much though. The burn hits the Magnemite, and Magnemite will survive for one more turn. Let's just do one more assisted slide just to make sure in case he was going to do recovery moves. There we go, it lands. And the Magnemite goes down. So well played from Eevee. Eevee will also be a great Pokemon to use in next gym because of assisted slide against grass types. You made it clear to me that I should stick with school. No, I didn't say that. You should keep Pokemon fighting so you can become better. I was planning on getting some fresh air for a change, but we're stuck here because of the gate at Celadon City. Yeah, so the gate is still closed. If you try to go inside here, you won't be able to get past. I'm on guard duty, and I take my duty very seriously. But gee, am I ever thirsty. I wish I had some tea to drink. Oh, hold on there, cafe. I can let you pass through here. Yes, we're not able to get to Celadon City, but apparently this guard is thirsty, so maybe we could give him a little favor. How, though? That is probably the question. But for now, let's go inside here. The underground path between Celadon City and Lavender Town. I heard there's been a slipping Pokémon causing trouble out near Celadon City. Interesting. So this is basically the same underground path we did earlier when we went to Vermilion City, but this one goes the other way. So this one instead goes from right to left, because you have to go around Celadon City to get to Celadon City. Here's another item. Let's keep on running. Another item here for us. What can this be? An X defense. X defense works the same as X speed, but instead of increasing speed, will increase defense power instead. Do you go often? Oh, you know what I mean. To the department store in Celadon City. They sell all kinds of things. It's very handy. Maybe we should go check it out. Now we're on the other side of Celadon City. This means we're on route number 7. This means Celadon City is just near here, but there's also other trainers here to fight. How many gym badges do you have? I have 3 at the moment, but soon we'll get 4. Trainer Eevee. She has 3 Pokemon. This is going to be a tough battle. First one will be Raichu. Oh boy. Raichu, the evolved form of Pikachu. This one is a menace. Level 28 as well, which is pretty high level. So this can be a bit of a tough cookie to fight. Use Bounce Bubble to recover some health from the previous battle. The damage is not that great though, because Raichu is pretty good stats. Light Screen from Raichu makes it even worse to use Bouncy Bubble now, because Light Screen will increase special defense against special attacks for 5 turns-ish, and the reducement is about 1/3 damage. So let's move on to physical attacks. Here comes Thunderbolt from Raichu, dealing a good amount of damage onto Eevee. Comes his Sister Slide to put up a burn on the Raichu, which means his physical attack will go down a bit, plus that it will be draining his life shortly but surely down. Let's keep on doing this one because of the light screen. Another one using Raichu. Oh, that's gonna be a knockout for Raichu. Wow. Strong there, Eevee, who gets even the first turn there. And Ivysaur now level 20, which is gonna be important later on. Next up will be Dugtrio. Oh boy, Dugtrio, a ground type Pokemon. Not just there's a ground type, it's a very strong ground type as well. So ground is weak to water, it's weak to grass. I could probably chain on Ivysaur, but I'm afraid the level difference will just be too big. Just don't send out Pikachu here, because Pikachu is weak to ground. Could probably chain on Pidgeotto though, because Pidgeotto is immune to ground, but I don't know. Let's actually try Ivysaur. It has Leech Seed, Wind Whip, and so on. It's a pretty nice Pokemon for some sustained battles. Let's try Ivysaur. Comes Ivysaur in against Dugtrio. Yeah, this is also the regular Dugtrio, so it's a ground type. Now Dugtrio is very fast, very high attack power, but Dugtrio has some big problems. Big problem number 1, low defense. Big problem number 2, low HP. So Dugtrio is basically almost like a glass cannon. It can deal a good amount of damage, but it won't really like to take much damage before it goes down. Earthquake from Dugtrio, a very powerful ground move. That's a 1-hit KO on Ivysaur. And yes, you might think, well, Ivysaur is a grass type, so why is that not very effective against an Ivysaur? The problem is that Ivysaur is also the poison type, and that means Ivysaur that's normal damage against the ground types. We go Wartortle, but I think the Earthquake will KO it. We can try though. Let's see if Wartortle will do it better. In with Wartortle against Dugtrio. Let's go with Scald onto Dugtrio. which will be quicker using Earthquake again. And Wartortle will survive, but barely. Here comes a Scald. It's reflective damage. That screen goes off. That means no, they will take even more damage now from special attacks. Doctor is still quicker though, it's not Earthquake, and that's gonna be a KO onto Wartortle. So we try at least, but yeah, the level difference is just too big for Ivysaur and Dugtrio. No way we're gonna use Charmeleon. That's gonna be a guaranteed KO against us. But now that the light screen is off, it's time for Eevee to come back and finish this one off. So now that the light screen is off, we can use Bounce Bubble again to deal normal water damage. Earthquake will go first on Eevee. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Come on, Eevee. Bouncy Bubble. Oh, nice! That's a KO! So much damage done. And recovery as well for Eevee. Recovers a lot of health. And Dugtrio goes down. Well played, Eevee. Strong Bouncy Bubble there. Pikachu's level 25, which is great. But there's one more Pokemon to fight. That's going to be Seal. So Seal is a water-type Pokemon, which means it's going to be great to use with Eevee, who has, of course, the Bussy Buzz. Let's do that. Aqua Jet first from Seal. Aqua Jet is a quick attack version of water-type Pokemon. You get first priority. Oh, nice. Bussy Buzz hits, and that means Seal will also be paralyzed. Has a chance to not be able to attack, but we'll see how this one goes. Bussy Buzz again. Seal will go Aqua Jet again, and his Aqua Jet gets the first priority. Oh, Eevee survives! Here comes Bussy Buzz number 2. And that will land, and that will take down the Seal. So, close battle. Oh, critical hit as well. That's just typical. I always critical hit when I don't need it. But sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Charmeleon, of course, goes up to level 21. And we beat the Ace Trainer. Uh-oh. You were stronger than I thought. That was a tough one. Maybe these Ace Trainers are hard to fight. There's a gym over in Celadon City. Do you plan on going? Yep, that is our goal. We pick up an elixir, which is good again for recovering power points. Oh, look at that. I see a very rare Pokemon. It's not just a Vulpix. Say hello to Ninetales. It's very rare. I don't think it's actually possible to meet Ninetales in the wild in Pokemon Generation 1 and 2. Because Ninetales is only available by evolving with a Firestone. But now we can get ourselves a wild Ninetales. That's pretty rare. Let's give it a Raspberry. So that we can try to capture it. But I think we need to use Ultra Ball on this one, because I think this one is just too hard to use regular one with. Get a great throw there onto Ninetales. 1, 2, 3. And we got it. Nice. We don't have the Vulpix, but damn, now we got ourselves a evolved form of Ninetales. Good XP here as well. As you see, Ivysaur Wartortle gets no XP here because they are knocked out. Eevee's level 30, great for us. Let's check out the Pokédex data for Ninetales. This was a bit bigger than the regular Ninetales. According to an enduring legend, 9 noble saints were united and reincarnated as this Pokemon. Now, that's quite the story, I could say. If you want to capture some more Pokemon, maybe we should try to rest up on our Pokemon here. Ninetales was at least good to get. We have a Coach Trainer as well, but I don't think we're even ready to fight him because we have Pokemon that are a bit of a tense right now, so maybe we'll challenge him later on. But here we are in Celadon City. There are Team Rocket guys in the streets. Not looking very good. But I guess we have to find out more about it, because next episode we're gonna go right for the Pokemon Gym in Celadon City. That means again you need to have fire types, flying types will be great, some also bug types, but beware, some of these grass types are also poison, and that means bug will instead become a problem, because bug are also weak to poison. Anyway, that'll be it for this episode, so like, comment and subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Twitch and Facebook. And that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time as my journey in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee continues.